And we're live. Good to see you guys today. We're going to wait for a few to join the update. If anybody joins, it's a Saturday. So we'll see what's going on. We'll give it about 30 seconds to a minute. Dude, it was so funny today. So I love fucking with people. And Plunge, gosh, y'all come to Plunge, was doing a beach cleanup. I was there helping pack everything up. And there was a lady walking on the beach asking to do surveys and shit. I'm like, yeah, you can do a survey for us. So I went first and showed this whole series of questions about like traveling by car, walking, or bike, right? And she's like, how many trips do you make outside of your apartment daily? I was like, does that count? And I love fucking with people. I'm like, does that count on planet or off planet? Because I go off planet every single night. And sometimes I astral travel. Sometimes I'm actually sucked up by UFOs. And she's looking at me like, okay, cool. And then she asked some more questions about like biking and stuff like that or walking. And she's like, what race are you? I was like, oh, I'm a Lyric. And then I started talking to her. She's like, hey, I get it. You're on like a different plane. I understand people are on different planes, and I believe what you're saying. I said, oh, really? Well, if that's the case, the world's coming to an end. And she was recording the whole thing, and it was for the University of Santa Barbara. So I thought that was funny. Oh, man. And she recorded it, and I was just blackpilling the shit out of her. It was really funny. But she seemed open to it. Maybe that was a star seed that was in my path. Who knows? So last night we went off planet again and we did simulation training, right? And this simulation training was a little different than the training that we did before. This was like a survival training, right? Like in the middle of Revelations, what we're supposed to do. And the star seeds were in 3 different groups and we all went through this training. And we were given a knife. And then we were in the simulation, we were like taken to Earth or whatever, and there was like a village, and we had to go find like our starseed friends. We had to go help save the people. Now, mind you, during the simulation, all of our magic powers or gifts were given to us, right? So I think that these things are coming pretty soon because it was part of the simulation. And so don't worry that we only didn't have a knife, our power's there, and they wanted to see what we did. And that was pretty much the simulation. Let me see what else. Yes. So for the next 2 or 3 days when we go off planet, rest and relaxation is a big part of it. Connecting with our family and our light worker friends and our star seeds and all that kind of stuff. And that should also translate into your 3D experience right now during the day. You know, take this time to connect with your family, relax. And this is going to go on up into the U.S. holiday of Thanksgiving. Now, I understand that not everybody celebrates Thanksgiving, but that's just the marker that they told us. So do whatever makes you happy. I mean, seriously, dancing, if you have kids, hang out with your kids. If you have friends, hang out with your friends. And like I said, you don't have to talk about Revelations or the end of the world or anything like that, right? Like, just put that aside, right? Like, 'cause trust me, you guys, you have more in common with these people than you even realize. Even if you don't see the world the same way, I guess you can laugh about stupid things like Dawson's Creek and why that motherfucker is always wearing a vest. I'm sorry. I want to know the Cabal member who started pushing vest as if it was like fashionable. And I'm not talking like a vest in a tuxedo. I'm talking about those jackasses that will wear like t-shirts and then the vest over the t-shirts for khakis. Or like when they go out to a club, they wear like vests. I've never been cool, but for some reason, Dawson always wears a vest. Now, it's weird. So since we did all simulation training, the update came after that, and it came from Michael this morning. There has been a major shift. The Angel of Death caused a lot of these reptilians to enact their plans because they're getting nervous, right? So in the next week to 2 weeks, I believe it is, we're going to start seeing all sorts of shit. And we're already seeing it happen. Like this was what he said. There's been a major shift. And right now, if you looked at some of the stuff I posted about news stories, you're starting to see civil unrest, riots, a division between the elites and the people. And the elites are trying to do everything they can now to scare some man-made natural disasters. I don't know exactly what those are going to be, but they are definitely going to unleash those on the people. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, there's going to be more events happening. So just watch and you'll see them in front of your eyes. But like I said, just for the next week or whatever, take this time and relax. I know I sound like a broken record, but that's just what they're telling us to do. And that's what we're doing off planet, right? We're relaxing. And I think that's very significant. I think that, remind you, we are spiritual soldiers, right? And a lot of times before soldiers go off to battle, they spend time with their family, right? Because who knows what's going to happen. It relaxes them, all sorts of stuff. And the fact that we're spending time with our family off planet for the next week and we're relaxing and we're doing everything we want to do, I think is very telling when it comes to what's about to come down the pike. Dude, fuck Best, dude. I can't stand Best. Dawson's Creek, oh my God. And I might think I'm at the second episode of the second season. And finally, Dawson made a move on Pacey. I mean, I keep on saying Pacey like they're gay, but they might be gay. Who knows? On Joey. I just like Pacey way more. And I think Joey's hotter than Jen. And I think I'm waiting for Pacey and Joey to get together because I think that happens at some point. I don't know when, but it does. And see, that's what I like to do for rest and relaxation is watch Dawson's Creek and Gilmore Girls and Friday Night Lights. I'm going to go roast a fucking pig today. Right? But I also thought that was really cool that in the simulations, we had our magic powers, which means I think they're coming sooner than later, seriously. And dude, that's going to be epic, right? Like, look, I know that like we miss, sometimes it could be lonely on this planet or we miss family, our off-planet family at times and stuff like that. But to me, I'm just so fucking excited about getting these magic powers that I'm sorry, my family can be put on hold for a couple months to a couple years if I got magic powers. But the thing is, after this matrix collapse in like 2 or 3 months, we'll be able to connect with our families, right? Like we'll have all our old powers back. I think we'll be able to like pretty much astral travel like on command. And I think that's how like we can go see our families and all that kind of stuff. We might be able to go take trips to our families and all this stuff. So I think that that's going to be cool. But for the time being, yeah, dude, I loved Pacey when he was on Mighty Ducks. He was like the team captain, but then he became the coach. But then he became the best player somehow when he went to high school. I don't understand. But like I said, I understand like all these people are part of the cabal. And I'm not emotionally attached to any of them, but I could still enjoy the 3D in whatever way, right? I mean, like I said, just don't buy into these celebrities. I mean, I've met a bunch of jackasses. I got, like you, I got tons of celebrity stories where they don't necessarily like me too much. Like that one time with Adam Levine. Fuck that dude. At a very early age, I saw through that when I was living in Hollywood. You have to go travel somewhere and go get a bunch of food for this pig roast tonight. There'd be like 60 people there. We dug that. Dude, last night was fucking hard, dude. I learned so many survival skills. Like we had to split wood. I've never split wood in my life. And all these people keep on saying, they look at me like I'm some kind of retard. I'm like, no, I'm Jewish. You think I was raised chopping wood? Dude, I went camping one time and my Jewish dad somehow talked us out of it the first night by bribing us to go see like Batman Returns or something like that. So I've never even really been camping. I mean, I went on my first hiking trip this year, which I ate shit on. But yeah, so like I said, look, the mission updates are a little bit shorter right now, just because we already know what's coming. Like we had the visions, now it's just on God's time, right? And don't stress, right? Like I'm actually glad that the mission update, and it's weird. Like every time I get the mission updates, at first I used to have questions, and then I used to have, what about this? What about that? But dude, now just everything that I'm getting, it just makes so much sense. It's just like, all right, it's not up to me, because if it was, then we'd have done this like a month ago. And there would have been a couple more souls in hell than heaven. But like I said, there's a reason I'm not God, and God is ultimately more compassionate. But there is a, like I said, there is a huge shift. And you try to be kosher? Yeah, I'm eating that pig. Pace yourself. Yeah, so I mean, like, just be in the present. And like I said, use Instagram, talk to your friends that you met online, right? Because I understand, like, trust me, I want to talk about it with everybody, right? And I do talk about it with everybody that I meet. Like, you cannot avoid a conversation with me without me talking about the end of the world. However, not with my old friends or family now. I don't even talk about it, because why? Right? They're asleep. And they're the ones that are going to cause all the problems for you. They're going to think you're crazy. They're going to be pointing fingers at you. So just like I said, relax on it. And I had to learn this too. Trust me. My parents had me talk to like a drug psychologist when all this was first going on. They thought either I was on drugs or I was crazy or something. And then I talked to the psychologist and just did mental gymnastics over it. I was almost unfair talking to him. And he was like, yeah, you're clearly not crazy. You just have different views on the world. And I said, the correct views on the world, sir. You should start looking at it. So yeah, just have fun, dude. My phone's ringing. Let's see what's going on right here. Oh no. Yeah, also, dude, did you see that Kyle Rittenhouse video? Dude, that was full on fake. And I'm just gonna say it because people don't want to hear it, dude. This is so clearly a psyop, right? I mean, it wanted down racial lines. And you got to ask yourself, what the fuck is a 17-year-old kid doing with an AR, whatever that was, in the middle of a protest or a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're protecting your friends. Why are you marching out, dude? And you know what, to be honest with you, let's pretend it's not a psyop, although it was, because if you watch that video, it's clearly fake. That fucker deserves to be in jail. If it's not a psyop, I said it. You can't be 17 years old, cruising around the streets, chasing people, and then when they attack you, shoot them with your gun. I'm sorry. And look, now I know it's not beyond just the videos of it being fake. It's so along racial lines, it's unreal. Dude, the story's probably fabricated. It's a psyop. Like, and when you see videos like that, dude, like when I saw the video when the guy's foot steps in, it's almost like, oh my God, this shit is so fake. And when you see that, you're just like, it's all fake. It's all fucking fake. So, dude, it's so funny. It's like, yeah, Kyle's free. Kyle's free. The motherfucker supposedly shot somebody and killed them. He had no business being there, but because, like you said, it went along racial lines, black and white, and this was right in the summer of the BLM movement, which is another psyop. It's all a psyop. I'm sorry. I at this point, it's laughable, right? And let's say you pretend it's not a psyop. Why does that guy deserve to be free if he actually did kill somebody? It wasn't self-defense. Like, there's a reason why you have insurance or business insurance. I'm pretty sure you need to have that to own a business. And if it gets looted, it gets fixed. It becomes whole through insurance. He had no business being out there with the AR-17 or whatever he had. That's pretending that it's not a psyop, but I don't even like to pretend about that shit anymore because it clearly is. And you didn't need the video of the court proceeding being in a fucking green room to realize that. Just like George Floyd was a psyop, all that. And I love, listen, Conspiracy or whatever, she's wrong sometimes, you know, and I love her stuff. But dude, they're all doing shit. They're all doing Masonic hand signals and all that stuff in the courthouse. The judge is like a brother within the Masonic. Dude, it's so fake. It's not self-defense. You're not protecting. I'm not mad at you. I get animated when I talk. Dude, that's not self-defense. Why are you even down there in the middle of a riot, dude? If you have business insurance, you'll be made whole. And that's not his business. He's a 17-year-old kid. What parent lets a 17-year-old kid with an AR-15 walk out of the house to go protect an insured business? It's fake. All of it's fake. The video of the courtroom is literally in a green screen. That's not self-defense. You don't get to chase people with an AR-15 and when they attack you, shoot them back. I'm sorry. I'm just calling a spade a spade. I know it's going to piss people off, but I don't care. That's even worse that she drove up. That's what I'm saying. And they're all doing these Masonic hand signals and all that kind of shit. Yes. Yes. The parents were probably part of it. It's a psyop. 100% a psyop. But, you know, hey. Dude, it's when I saw it, listen, I knew this was a psyop, right? But when you just get confirmation of literally the courthouse being in a green screen, and dude, and the whole like Ghislaine Maxwell thing, dude, this is just a guess, but we're not going to see anything come out of it. They literally pretended to kill or killed Epstein. You think the same people are just going to allow Ghislaine Maxwell to rat them all out? And we already know about fake courtrooms with the Kyle Rittenhouse story. I mean, and we haven't even seen anything of the courtrooms yet. They're just pictures. Dude, for sure. I don't care if they're going to. Dude, Sandy Hook was probably also another psyop, bro. All these things are psyops. I swear to God. Do people die in psyops? Absolutely. Right? Because I think that with every psyop, enough people need to die to scare the entire population. Right? If no one dies. I mean, it might be all fake. Who knows? And you know what I also saw? It's crazy. Thanks to Conspiracy. Like, I don't know how valid any of the things she posts are. Because I think there are psyops in the conspiracy world as well. But remember they said that, like, so when I found out, and mind you, I don't even check this shit anymore. I just wait for either Michael or God to tell me what happened when I ask the question. That's where I get my information from. And when I asked God about the whole Travis Scott thing, they said the initial thing was all fake, right? That was to produce like people to stampede each other. And you hear like the first people that were getting jabbed with fucking fentanyl or something like that. Then Conspiracy lady, or I think it's a girl, posted this picture of these like dummies that they used as the dead people at the Travis Scott concert. They got jabbed or whatever with the dude. So that picture really said what Michael told me, dude. I'm telling you, the shit that listen, when I say it's my opinion, I'll tell you it's my opinion. Right? And the Ghislaine Maxwell is just my opinion because Michael wouldn't talk about that, which I think is very telling. But like I said, if you just understand that everything is fucking fake, this trial is fake, that nothing's going to come out of it. And then you have all these people, I want to see this. I can't wait for this to happen. It's never going to happen, dude. If you don't think that if they can kill Epstein, what makes you think they can't kill Ghislaine Maxwell? If they even killed those people. Oh God, I'm telling you, that video that I saw was just, I was like, it's almost like a slap in the face. They can't even produce a flawless courtroom in the green screen. I wonder if that video is real. I hope it's real. But we do know it's a psyop, 100%. But Kyle Rittenhouse, dude, they're all doing those, dude. Check out for Conspiracy on Instagram. She's funny too. Like all the people that she like says are men or women and stuff like that. No, I don't think all of them are men or trannies, but a lot of them are. But some of her theories are pretty funny. Like she tried to say Jay-Z was a tranny one time. Oh, you know what I saw actually? That that guy Justin Belushi, who I'm friends with, I talked to him a bunch. He's on like his other one is Aura Blue or whatever, and he posted this stuff about Melania being a man and that she has like size 13 feet. And this is, I gotta ask Michael about that. Is Melania Trump a man? And who knows? It could be. She could be a man. I mean, who knows? When I lived in Hollywood, and this really happened, I lived with a fucking reptilian. His whole family of reptilians. I found that out. And that dude, one time, had sex with a tranny. He said he knew when he did it. And it was one in Hollywood. So I'm assuming that she was smoking hot, right? And he's definitely a reptilian. And that shit's real. So I wonder if Melania is really a tranny. I mean, who knows? I wonder if Michael has time for that. Michael, I know you're fighting a war, but can you please tell me if Melania Trump is a tranny? No, Mel Gibson's part of it too. Mel Gibson is tied to the QAnon psyop. Yeah, 100%, dude. Listen, Mel Gibson at one point was the biggest celebrity in the world. You do not become the biggest celebrity in the world not being part of the cabal. And trust me, I thought like I said, I thought all these people were good at point. Oh, Mel Gibson speaking out. No, motherfucker, that's just another psyop that I fell for. I fall for all these things. There's literally two celebrities I asked about that I know are good. I asked about a lot of celebrities. But the two that I know are good, Jamont Kennedy is a actual starseed, and the Lumineers are God-fearing people. I guess if that's what you want to call them. Oh, she's a man, dude, 13 feet. And I don't know if that's in men's or women's, but still 11 in size men's. Ooh, you know what huge feet was Paris Hilton too. My buddy dated her for like the guy who I lived with, right? Dated her for 2 years. She sucked. She had absolutely zero friends. Like literally her only friends were the ones on her show. And then some like C-list celebrities would come by. Dude, one time I met DJ Paul at one of her parties from 3 6 Mafia. Legit devil worshippers. I mean, that's 3 6 Mafia. It's about worshiping the devil. I met that dude, DJ Paul. Oh yeah, dude. Dude, the sister's married to one of the fucking reptilians that owns the huge banking cartel. Why am I blanking on the name? Yeah, dude, they're totally part of it. All of them are part of it. Dude, I found out, I was listening to this podcast, so I found out this guy was a reptilian, meant to like confuse us, but he pushes conspiracy theories. He's the dark journalist. I used to listen to a lot of the dark journalists. But he was saying like the original Epstein was the guy who owned Bloomingdale's and was Rothschild, yeah. But the original Epstein was the guy who owned Bloomingdale's, and he used to do that in like the 30s, and I don't know how old he was really, but like back then before Epstein, where he would set up all these people in these elaborate Hollywood parties and fucking have photos of them doing like crazy shit. And the crazy thing is I know his grandchildren really well. My girlfriend in high school and college was her roommate. And I always knew something was off about her. And I knew the two brothers too later on when I lived in Hollywood. But dude, the cabal runs deep. It's all over the place. And it's all, dude, I'm almost wondering like what's real at this point, right? Like, is I mean, there's got to be some real court cases and stuff, but like when you have like mass murderers, is that like a psyop of the CIA that get these people that get like Manson? Was Charles Manson a psyop of the CIA? Probably. You know, he visited those clinics up in San Francisco and Haight-Ashbury where they would just pump them full of LSD. Yeah, dude. And since it's all a mess, that's why I do. You're just better to think that it's all fake, right? All of it. Like I always said, like the only thing real in this matrix is our soul and our connection to other souls, in my opinion. Our bodies aren't even real. If you think about how they're supposed to be, right? Our bodies are a shell of what our bodies or our biological computers. They say that like our computers, these bodies are the most sophisticated computers ever, right? The way our third eyes work and the immune system and being able to like astral travel and telepathically speak to each other. And they corrupted that, right? So we can no longer do it. So that's what I mean. Like everything is fake except for our souls. Yeah, me too, dude. And trust me, dude, giving up like your affection towards any celebrity is hard. It is because you understand like these people played a major role in your life. You identified with these people. They might have helped you out through certain times, but like it's all fake. That's what it was meant to. Like my hard one was Adam Sandler because I really like who's Davik. I don't know who, but dude, just for, like getting over Adam. Not reason Adam Sandler was bad. I was like, no, him too. Well, I have to go to Torrance. You can watch the replay. Oh, your lion husband. Oh, sweet. Is he on planet right now, or is he taking care of the kids, or what's his deal? Who knows? Is he off planet, or is he here? And I think we all have. I mean, I know we all have families, and I'm pretty sure we all have kids off planet. Like, we're pretty fucking old, dude. I'm like 100 million years old or something like that. Oh, so he probably is, dude. 100%. Oh, this is what I found that's really cool. So, like, one of my, I don't want to say he's like my best friend because he wasn't, but like at a very early age when I played soccer, I had this buddy that I played soccer with. He went to private school, but like his name was Max Annawal. Oh, whoops. But dude, he was always different, right? And then we fell out of touch, right? And we didn't see each other for like 15 years, probably even longer than that, dude. I stopped talking to him maybe in like sixth grade. And then all of a sudden this year, I randomly ran into him at a bar 30 minutes away from me. And we looked at each other and he came up to me and he goes, you know me? And I said, I know you. I was like, what? He's like, dude, I thought, because I was laughing at him because he was looking like a goofball playing pool. And he comes up to me because he had fucking headphones on in the middle of a dive bar and a special glove for pool. And I was just sitting there laughing. And he looks at me laughing at him and he walks up to me and he goes, what's up, bro? I was like, oh, dude, I'm going to fight this guy. And he goes, what's up, Ben? I was like, what? He's like, you know me, dude. I'm like, what's up? Who are you? And he's like, this is Max Anawalt. And I go, no fucking way, dude. I haven't seen you forever. And he looks at me and he's like, it looks like you've been through some shit. And I'm like, yep. And it was really loud. And he goes, and he was playing pool. He's like, we got to meet up. He's like, by the way, I'm different. I go, me too, motherfucker. He's like, I'm an alien. And I was like, sweet. And then we got in touch and we hung out for like a lot of times that month and we really talked. And this was the very beginning, like early July, before I knew all this stuff that was going on. And then I found out that the guy who always has my back in like the off-planet meetings when I want to fly the UFOs and they won't let me is Max Anawalt. And I wonder, like, if we were friends, like good friends before, and the reason we chose the families we chose is so we'd run into each other again. Yeah. Dude, for sure, it's probably boys with your husband. I mean, your husband's got to be pretty old if I am, and you are. I got some stuff to do. I have to go to Torrance and pick up a bunch of food for the pig. Trying to be of service, right? Doing things to help the party go on. So have a good day and stay shiny.